Hello. There's lots of nasty things going on at the moment in Russia. Alexei, off you go. Alexei Zoravlyov is an MP in the Russian Duma, and he has got involved in the issue of Aiden Aslin and Shaun Pinner, and he's talking. Well, there is also talk about another British soldier, Andrew Hill. He says all of these are going to get shot, and they're going to get shot specifically with British weapons, and then the families are going to be sent the bill. This is outrageous. This is all on Russian television, on Russia 1. So there is no way really that Mr. Lavrov can convincingly tell us that this is something which is the preserve of the so-called allegedly or spuriously defined Donbass Republic. It isn't. This is something which is being controlled by Russia itself. Now, what is heartening about this is that when this outburst occurred on Russian media, I think yesterday, Yevgeny Popov, who was one of the anchors of that program, interrupted, and he said something very strange. He said this was some sort of mockery. Would it not be worth entering into negotiations first? Now, I'm not quite sure what he meant by mockery, but the whole idea that he was bringing up the idea of negotiations, I think, was heartening, and certainly the Foreign Office here has briefed Aiden's grandmother, so that there is the impression that there's optimism. I think there's optimism, but you wouldn't necessarily know it by watching Russian media at the moment. At that point, very interestingly, Zhuravlyov countered, "We just need to finish them off." In fact, he was quite rude. He was so rude, he used language which was really quite shocking. And he's not the only one. The ringmasters of this sort of Russian propaganda, people like Olga Skabayeva, we've heard of her before. She's suggesting, actually rather entertainingly, that Boris and Mr. Zelensky are both drug addicts, and they need to be addressed with missiles. We need to rid the world of these drug addicts. I don't think Mr. Zelensky is a drug addict at all. And there's a lot of saber rattling from other people. There's a man called Solovyov, and he also is threatening missiles, not only at the Baltic states and Poland, but also specifically at the UK as well. The language is heating up, but there is also, interestingly, as I say, language on from senior Russian anchors on Russian news programs, calling for restraint and calling for negotiations. And this, I think, is extraordinary. We wouldn't have had these people saying that 2 months ago, certainly not 3 months ago. We are hearing it now into the 4th month of this campaign. We are hearing a multiplicity of voices from Russian media. And I think we should be extremely optimistic about that.